So we are coming in for our last performer. Are you guys ready for our final? I know it's been so much fun having you all here, and I am so delighted to have met this woman. Thank you, Lori Harden, for referring her to me. She has just come. Where does she live? Even I don't even know. Out south of town. Where do you guys live? Topaz. I didn't want to say that. I just want to say Topaz. It's south, south of town. I'm not teasing. TRE, Topaz. So she comes all the way in from Topaz. She works at Soaring Envy. I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to watch this woman put her act together. She first came in and she was like, I don't know if this is really for me. When do you teach about how the nervousness? What class is that? Anyway, it's been so much fun watching her bring it all together. Please put your hands together for the very funny JillThurston!
Good evening. Thank you for coming out tonight. We've had some really funny people here, setting the bar very high. It's making me nervous. I bet your expectations of what I'm going to do is really high now too, so I hope to change that. I'm going to talk to you tonight a little bit about why I love being average. I love being average because there's no expectations from society to be one of those overachieving type, real funny or beautiful or smart. No pressure at all. There is one place though that sometimes I do feel a little pressure, and that's in the grocery store checkout line. I don't know, maybe some of you can relate to this. There's been some talk about grocery stores. You're standing there with your cart and it's all full of food and you're kind of jammed in between the magazine racks. And over here you've got a magazine that says, How to Achieve the Best Beach Body in 7 Minutes. Okay. And then this one over here says, How to Please Your Man Like a Porn Star. And really all I want to read is, How to Please My Partner with Little Effort, and how to get an average beach body in, 7 months? That's Another thing I hate about those magazines, I really hate those cover models, don't you? All airbrushed, they look perfect, and their little zero itty-bitty bikini. It's so unrealistic. And I do feel like they're judging the food in my cart. I can almost hear them say, Are you really going to eat all that? And I want to say, Yeah, bitch, I am going to eat every last delicious morsel. And I do. Because let's be real, I'm going to go home and enjoy my supersized double chocolate chip brownie. And they're going to go home and purge. That's what happens. I don't know what a size 0 purge is, like Diet Coke and crackers. I'm not sure about that, but it makes me feel a little sad for the supermodel. I kind of feel bad. She kind of sets the bar too high for herself. I think she needs to have a little bit lower expectations. Maybe like set the bar right about here where it's comfortable. You can put your arm on it. You got your arm here on the bar and you can see to order your booze. I don't know why they go and set that bar so high. It's ridiculous. But one place you should set the bar low is with men. Okay? And this is more for the ladies out there that are dating. Have low expectations for your men. I met my man on a dating site called Low Expectations. Yeah. We're a success story, though. As a matter of fact, on our first date, I wore sweatpants. Let's hear it for the sweatpants. They weren't that crappy cotton kind. It was a very nice velour set. I thought it looked kind of cute. So it's been 10 years that we've been together now. Thank you. Yes, no complaints. No complaints. Maybe one. Maybe one complaint the other night after sex. Yeah, he kind of said, you know, babe, you could be doing a little more here. You could be putting in a little more effort. And, you know, he's right. He's right. Relationships are work. We all know that, right? You got to work at it. I just don't want it to be too much work. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and listen to my husband. I care about him. I want to do what's right for him. So to spice things up in the bedroom activities, I went out and I bought a second Xbox controller. That's exciting, right? That's what, no, seriously, I bought a sex swing. It's enormous if you've never seen one. It takes up our whole bedroom. It does. That's the downside. The upside is it's just my kind of low-impact aerobics, you know, because at my age, yeah. Let's talk about awkward, though. Let's talk about awkward. I would have rather been Jeremy in the grocery store with that carton of ice cream than explaining my sex swing to my nosy mother-in-law. Yeah, that was brutal. But I told her, you know, it's therapy for your son's bad back, and that went over well, so we dodged that one. But he does have a bad back, because with an average partner like me, he does all the work. I love you, babe. So, I told the mother-in-law, she's bought the sex swing thing, and oh, and it gets more awkward. I went down and visit my mother-in-law, and guess what she had in her bedroom? She did. And she said, oh dear, you are so right. That swing has been the best therapy for Stan's bad back. And he's never been better. Wink, wink. And I thought, oh, geez. Not an image I want in my head. But this story has a happy ending. A fairy tale ending, if you will. It's about an average woman who realizes if she sets her expectations low and her self-esteem high, that people will love her for her and not her smoking hot beach body.
Every one of them, like I said, comes from a different background. But Jill came and she was like, I don't think I belong here. I have to go kill Lori Harden for me to come here. But then each week she came and it was funnier and funnier, and every single one of them. I want you guys to give a big round of applause for everyone.